You're watching West Hartford Community Television.
You're watching West Hartford Community Television.
You're watching West Hartford Community Television.
For the community, by the community.
Hi everybody, my name is Peipei Champion. I am the founder of Champion Chinese Language Institute and the creator of Champion Chinese Language Program. I'm here today to help you to understand that Chinese language is a very easy, interesting, and fun language to learn and even to teach. But how? I don't think that would be the idea that you have got. Most people will say Chinese is very difficult, very complicated. The best way to learn it is using ABC because most people already learn the English alphabet. Or maybe some people will say, oh, you want to learn the simplified form so that more people are using it and you will save more time. But today, I'm going to show you a fact that Chinese is extremely easy to learn. And by using the proper material and the proper approaches, you are going to learn it in a blink. But how? I will show you. Let's do some experiment. Now I'm going to use few seconds to teach you one of the most Chinese character. And I would like you to look at it carefully and tell me, by looking at this character, how many times you think you have to write in order to remember and write it without looking? Probably some of you will say 30. You must be very smart. Some people will say 50 or even 100. How about that? Most of my students, maybe 98% of my students, only takes 30 seconds to 1 minute to memorize this character. This is one of the most difficult character in Chinese history. It's Dragon. Dragon. Okay, so now let's analyze this. This is the traditional form of dragon. So what do we mean traditional form? Traditional form means the standard script that has been used by Chinese people for more than 2,000 years. And most of Southeast Asia countries, or Korea or Japan and Southeast Asia countries, if they are influenced by Chinese culture, their elite people are still using the traditional characters. And most of the cultured Chinese people all over the world are still using the characters. And of course, Taiwan, Hong Kong, we are still using traditional Chinese script. But in mainland China, since 1956, they use the simplified form of the characters. And there's a historical background behind it, and we are not going to discuss it today. But I'm just going to show you why traditional character is easy. So this is a character. Most of the Chinese character are based on picture. So what you see is what you want to write, what you want to understand, and what you want to copy. So Chinese character has 3 elements. That important 3 elements make this language become the only surviving ancient language that is still commonly used by the world. And one is picture, because it's pictographic. Number 2 is idea. So can you understand a character can show you some idea, show you feeling, and show you some sound. So picture, idea, ideographic, and the phonetic are the 3 major elements that makes this language very easy. Okay, so now I would like you to follow me, listen and repeat, and use your imagination to transform this character into a beautiful dragon. Okay, first, can you say eyelash? Yes, that's the eyelash. Can you touch your eyelash? Very good. This is eyelid. So you have upper eyelid and bottom eyelid. So 2 eyelids. Now this is the pupil, the eye of the dragon. Can you imagine? Now, this is the mouth. So the mouth is facing down and open. Okay, and be careful, the mouth do not connect to the eye. This is upper teeth, the bottom teeth. And this is the horn, sideways. It's like a cross, but you delete this part. Okay, and this is the dragon skull, facing this way. So now dragon is very long, right? And here is the spikes, 1 and a 2 and a 3. 3 in Chinese means many. So dragon has lots of spikes, beautiful spikes. Okay, so now let's repeat it one more time. Say eyelash, very good. Eyelids, upper and bottom. Pupil, mouth facing down, open. Upper teeth and bottom teeth. This is the horn, sideways. This is the skull. The body. And spikes, 1 and a 2 and a 3. So believe it or not, you can ask your children, even kindergartner, and ask your child to repeat this one more time and give them a paper and pen, and they will be able to write this down. That's the traditional dragon. Here is the dragon. Okay, so you want to make sure there's eyelash, eyelids, pupil, the mouth open, upper teeth, bottom teeth, the horn, and the skull is like a half box. And then long body and the spikes. So this is traditional dragon. Now, simplified dragon, because in 1956, some people actually claim the Chinese characters are too difficult and prevent China from improving, develop. And also during that time, maybe more than 90% of the Chinese people are peasant. And it's very difficult for them to learn. And the minister Zhou Enlai even said that, oh, we received a letter from a peasant, and he complained. He spent 6 months, half year, to learn 3 characters, and he couldn't remember that. Therefore, the minister decided, we have to take care of the peasants' need. So they want to simplify the language. So here comes the simplified one. I will show you. Now, this is the simplified one. That's dragon, simplified dragon. And now you would say, maybe some children would say, this looks easier, and I love that. And maybe I will get better grade if I remember this. But I've done some experiment. Most of the students, even kindergartner, everybody remember this traditional dragon. But this one, they do have some difficulty to remember it. And but if we want to explain this dragon, I will show you what this is created. The simplified dragon is created from a dog, and this is a person, and this will be upside down person. So the simplified dragon actually means a creature transformed, that would be changing, upside down, transformed from a dog. So when I teach this to my student, most of my students will ask, Mrs. Champion, what has anything to do with dog? And I say, I don't know. But this is how it is. But right now, here is the dragon. It almost come to life, a beautiful dragon here. And most of my students can write it right away. So I want to know, do we actually have a reason not to teach the beautiful dragon to our student? Or we can just give them both. Actually, right now in China, a lot of people, they prefer this dragon. So this dragon has come alive in China. And of course, if you go to Korea, all over the world's Chinatown, this one is the dragon. Another thing about dragon is Chinese claim they are the descendant of dragon. So we are the dragon's children. But if we do this, now I would be turning to the baby of a doggy. Although I love dogs very much, but for Chinese people, a dog means a very low creature, the lowest beast for Chinese people. So this is a little bit conflict here. But again, we put it aside. We just want to know this is how we write traditional dragon, and this is how we write simplified dragon. Okay, so now when you look at this dragon, you will see we use a lot of lines, the horizontal line. This part is called the Zhuyin symbol here. This is called pinyin symbol. This is the Roman alphabet sounding symbol to help you sound out the Chinese character. But those are the traditional phonetic sounding symbol. So by knowing those, we will be able to write Chinese character faster and easier. So we will see a lot of this line, and we will also see a lot of the me. The me is like a cover symbol. So they use M to do it. So this is one of the 37 traditional Bopema symbols. This is one of the 37 traditional Bopema or called Zhuyin symbols. And you will see this very interesting character here. Where do you see this from our dragon? The skull. Yes, you are right, the skull. So whenever you see a character that has this symbol, that means that particular part has something to do with our body or the animal's body, okay? So, and in pinyin system, China use SH to represent this. But I would say, if we know one of the 37 shi, that will help us to write character much easier. And teaching the 37 traditional sounding symbol is one of the secrets that I make the learning of Chinese language easy and fun. I would like to share my teaching result with you. In fall 2012, through West Hartford Continuing Education Program, I successfully helped 5 students, that including 4 middle school students and 1 adult, acquire both the Zhuyin, so 37 Bopema sounding symbols, so 37 Zhuyin symbols, and the pinyin system 80 to 120 traditional Chinese characters in 6 hours. And so besides writing those characters, like writing dragon, they also know how to pronounce it, and they also understand how to use those characters to make simple sentences either in oral form or written form. So this is a new, a very good result. And in Taiwan, most elementary school spend 55-hour classroom to only teach 37 symbols. And in U.S. military or a college, sometimes they use 10 to 17 hours to introduce the pinyin system to American people. And in West Hartford Public High School, students will be introduced 150 simplified characters in a school year. And imagine how we can, our student can acquire more than half year of the material in 6 hours. This is an amazing result I want to share with you. And of course, I offer a program. I donate my program to West Hartford Continuing Education, and I also run summer camp through West Hartford Continuing Education to help our public to understand and enjoy learning the Chinese language. And hopefully, we can make the learning of this language a joy for our children, and also close the gap of the Chinese language education in our school system. And the secret is we have to use the 3 elements to help our students understand and decode this language. And one is, the most important thing is the 37 traditional phonetic sounding symbol. That's called Zhuyin symbols or Bopema symbols. And oh, by the way, my students understand both, so they can completely writing traditional script or simplified script, and they can also use traditional Bopema sounding symbol and pinyin, the ABC, to pronounce and read the Chinese material. And you will say, why do we have to learn 2? Because when we understand the traditional script, you are going to be able to understand simplify. And it doesn't work the other way. It's like if you read the standard English, like I love you, L-O-V-E, I love you, Y-O-U. You can understand I-L-V-U, letter U, in texting message means I love you. But if our children only learn LV means love, and how do we go back to history to change all the love, L-O-V-E, into LV? So this is, I use English as an analogy. So I will show you this picture. Now I would like you to tell me, what did you see here? 1 and a 2 and a 3. Okay. Now this one, what do you see in this picture? 1 and a 2 and a 3. So actually, maybe in this first picture, you can describe a lot. But in the second picture, you will have difficulty to understand. How many people are there? Where are their eyes? Where are their hands? What are they doing? What are they wearing? Okay, they both are from Picasso, called Lover. 2 pictures. And this is like standard, realistic. This is a traditional Chinese character. And this is like the fast form, the simplified Chinese character or abstract Chinese characters. So which is easier to understand, easier to copy, and easier to understand. You can make your own decision. But now, some people will say Chinese is difficult, there is another reason. Because Chinese is a monosyllabic language. So when you say E, you probably have 179 meanings. And when you say you can have hundreds of meaning too. And here I will show you, when you say you can mean hungry, you can mean evil, you might mean alligator or Russia. So some people will say, this is too difficult. I will learn this. That's easier. But wouldn't you be confused? Because when I say 人, that would be evil people or hungry person or Russian people or alligator person. Then you will be confused, right? But I actually use pictures. And again, that's one of the major elements that we can help our children to understand the language very fast. It's a picture that helps students to understand what it means, and then they will be able to write them carefully. So usually I will use like 2 to 5 minutes to help students to understand and be able to remember those characters, which is hungry, which is evil, alligator, and Russia, instead of just teaching them the English letter E. Okay? So now, why don't we have some songs singing? Means hungry. So why don't you say Yeah, is hungry. Now, let's sing the hungry song. 我的肚子饿了，饿了，饿了。我的肚子饿了，我要吃汉堡。What is 汉堡？汉堡 is hamburger. 汉堡。吃是 eating. 我 that's I or me. One more time. 我的肚子饿了，饿了，饿了。我的肚子饿了，我要吃汉堡。饿 means what? Hungry. And when we are hungry, a little bit evil. And alligator always want to eat. And Russia also sounds like But you will be interesting. Oh, now I learned how to write the dragon, right? But how do we say dragon? What is the sound of dragon? Isn't dragon long? Now let's go up. Say long, because dragon can fly in the sky, can swim in the water, and can crawl on the land. Dragon is the symbol for prestige, for honor, for power, for wealth, everything good. This is why Chinese people say we are the descendant of dragon. Of course, not the doggy's baby. But, and here we say long, long, long is a dragon. So one of the reasons that some people claim Chinese is difficult is because Chinese has tones. So if you say long, let's go the first tone. Say long. Now if you say long, that will be dragon or prosperous. Okay. Now can you say long? Long will be close. Different meaning. Now, can you say long? Long will be different things. So this is when you say different thing, that will be you will be saying you make a different sound, and people might get confused. Okay, so. But we do have a way to make it easy and effective. So this is just a first introduction for you to understand that Chinese language is not difficult to learn because it's pictographic and there's idea. and there is a sound to go with it. So actually Chinese language is kind of very animated. Now, we have a few minutes. I want to tell you that, share another experience with you, so give you some more confidence. The past year, 2012, 11, and 12, I have spent about 30 to 40 hours in a public high school, and I have helped many, many students exceed 1 year the West Hartford Public High School curriculum in 30 to 40 hours. And for the IB program, that will be students should acquire 200 to 220 simplified characters during the first years. And think about that. Most of my students, if we use traditional characters, and if we give them the tool, the Bopoma symbols, right, the 37 Bopoma symbols, we can acquire years of curriculum in hours. And in Taiwan, people use 55 hours to do the 37 symbols, and we can actually shorten the time to 2 to 5 hours. So I'm happy and thank you very much for joining me to know about the Chinese language. Hopefully, I will see you in summer, in my summer camp through West Hartford Continuing Education. And the fall program is coming also. And every fall, every spring, we will have program through West Hartford Continuing Education for everybody. But the first one coming will be summer. I will see you in the summer camp. Bye-bye.